Hello everyone! Today I'm going to make some basic scripting tutorial about ExcoBot. ExcoBot is a brand new botting client released 2 weeks ago. So let's get started. To start we need some stuff. So first of all we need an EDI to scripting. I have chosen Eclipse for this. If you don't have Eclipse already, you can check out the link in the description, which will lead to a video on how to install Eclipse or another ADI. Before we start scripting, we also need a file of ExcoBot. You can find that one on the forums. It's ExcoBot.org, the forums, and you should go to download. Make sure to register and post some topics and stuff. I set the terms of service and download it. Make sure to keep it. And there we go, we got it. Make sure you save it on an easy place, you can access it later. So, we're going to Eclipse and I'm going to start a new project. I'm going to call it Woodcutter tutorial. And finish it. So first of all, to start, we're going to right click it and go to properties. We're going to the Java build spot and the libraries tab. Then we're going to click add external jar and make sure you input the ExcoBot, you just download it. With you there should be some version name, I just deleted that so you don't have to import the new names every time. So there it is, and press OK. To start off, we're gonna create a new class. New class, and we're going to call it Woodcutter. Wow, Woodcutter tutorial. No spaces. Just gonna call it Woodcutter, whatever. Finish it. So, to use ExcoBot API, you have to extend the main class with the game script, like that, and make sure you import it from the jar file right there, and add the unimplemented methods. So there we go. To make the script visible for the export loader, if you press start, you should import a manifest that just says which is the author and the description and stuff. So we're going to add manifest. Make sure you import it and add some missing attributes just to speed things up. I'm gonna put in H0ppy as author. Name is basic woodcutter. Also gonna add description. If you don't know how about this stuff, just do Control space behind a dot and it should pop up all possibilities, or if there's only one possibility, yeah, it should pop up it. So description, shops, willows at trainer, just some basic script. So start off. First of all, you want always return true if you want the script, start the script. Make sure you change that. This is the loop method, so it's going to loop every time to keep everything running. I'm gonna log in to check what we're going to do. So I'm already a trainer. There are a few, that's my bad. So there are a few willow trees right there. Gonna enable that if you click right top and game objects. You can see all objects is right in there. So a willow has some IDs and a name. You can see the IDs are slightly different, 98, 96, 95. So I prefer using names because they're all the same and regex can't mess up your script if they're changing IDs, which are they doing constantly. So I'll just use names to simplify stuff. It's just willow, don't forget that. So first of all, we want to get the object. The tree is a game object. So where it's located holds where it's on the screen and stuff. It holds the models, the height, all the info. So how do you get it? You can just do game object. Make sure you have imported that. It will just pop up. Game object tree is equal to game. Just gonna control space. Game objects. Not sure why it's not popping up. Dot get nearest. I'm gonna put in a string. It's just a willow. Should import this one too. Don't pick the game.client, pick the one with the animal object right there. So what this basically does is get all the loaded objects of at the moment where in the region where you are, pick them all and get the closest to you, and with the name willow. So at the moment this will be hard decision, just stand here. This will be this tree, and it's going to get all the info of this tree inside the name tree. So you can check out stuff with that. So first of all, I'm going to check if tree is not null. Null is basically means nothing. So if the tree is nothing, for example, if there's no tree in the wall area around you, which is loaded, which is a pretty big chunk, but if there's none willow, it's going to return null. Or if you make a wrong name, it's not going to find any object with that name, it's going to return null. And if you're going to do tree.interact, actually if null.interact, that's impossible, you can't interact with something that doesn't exist and your script will crash, which we don't want. So if the tree is not null, and we're going to check if the tree is on the screen, tree.is on game screen. Game screen means basically this small square. You also got the on screen. That means the whole screen, also if it's behind your minimap or something, so we don't want that. So if the tree is on the game screen, what do we want to do if the game this tree is on the game screen? We want to right click it and chop down the willow. So we're gonna do tree.interact with it, and we're gonna do chop down. See, if I'm going to run it just to show you what it does already. Gonna export this, right click, export as a jar file, browse to your source. It's usual C or D, your name, ExcoBot scripts. I'm just gonna do it Woodcutter at here, finish it. There we go. So I'm gonna put off the objects, enable the mouse. Okay. We're going to reload scripts right there. Play. I'm just gonna pick none, and basic footer right there. Shops will is a trainer. Start script. You can see it's going to spam click the tree because it doesn't know if we're already shopping or not. I'm gonna stop it before I get banned. So how do you check that? If you enable players, now if you see it, it says animation. You can see the fishing animation is like 621, shopping 875. Well, that does change by jagex, but you can see if you're standing still, it's just -1. See, there's another one. So we're idle. We're not doing anything. So we're gonna check if players dot get local dot is dot get animation. Where is it? Dot where is him? I can find him. Oh, what the fuck is the tree doing there? Players get local dot get animation right there. Oh, that was my bad. Oh, holy fuck. So if it's equal to -1, means we're doing nothing. Then we can shop the tree. And we're also gonna give it some sleep time after the shop down click. It's gonna take some time right there. It's 0.8 seconds, still 1 second. if it clicks it sleeps, so it doesn't spam click a tree again. Well, if we should export this again, finish it, and reload the scripts, play start, none, basic woodcutter, gonna drop some willows fast. So see, it's not spam clicking anymore, just click once because we're doing anything. See, if you walk away it's getting -1 and it's clicking a tree again. So that does work, but we want to drop or bang the logs. We don't want to keep clicking the tree if we're full. As you can see, I'm not gonna show it, but it's gonna keep spam click the tree even if we're full in the inventory. We don't want that. So how do you check that? So you can check if the inventory is full by doing this. If the inventory dot is full, right there. Make sure you import it. If you don't, click the is full method. So you're gonna reverse it, because we can't. If it's not full, we want to do everything between these brackets. Gonna auto format. You can just do it source format or Ctrl Shift F just to make it more readable, more neat. So if the inventory is full, then we want to chop, else we want to bang. So inventory is not full, is full, sorry. Here, inventory is full. Oh my god. Inventory is not full. So we want to bank actually if we're not full, but as you can see, how do you know if we're in the bank or not? We can check that. So if you're in a bank, we want to bank, else if we're not in a bank and our inventory is full, we want to walk to the bank. But to check if we're in a bank, I'm going to create an area inside the bank. So if you enable players, you will get your location right there, X and Y. I'm gonna make an area bank area of that. So you do final area bank area is equal to a new area. Make sure you import the area. Make sure you pick the ExcoBot one and not Java. So the area requires 4 ins or 5 ins. Just basically 2 points, left, top, right, bottom, and a plane. We don't gonna use the plane, which is 0 at the moment because we're on the ground floor. So we go up the stairs. It's going to be plane 1, and so on. So the first point is this one, 3092. You can just put that in, and 3246. 3246. We need 2 more. That's point 1. Then we're going to point 2. It's right there, just a diagonal. So it's going to create an area that's this big. So 397, and as last we're going to 3241 for 0. Sorry. Okay. So now we got a bank area. Just gonna copy it and do the same for willow. So we know if we're in the willow area. Just gonna walk there. So just stand there. No, I'm gonna stand right there. 3081 and 3240 right there. Don't want to have 40 because 40 is also in the bank. I'm just gonna 39. So that's left top. Also want. Actually, it doesn't matter. Just keep it dot 40. Then we're gonna check something right here, make sure everything is between it. So 9, 2 and 2, 4. So now we got two areas, bank area and a willow area. So if the inventory is full, we want to check if bank area dot contains the players dot get local. You can simplify this by doing a player, make sure it's capital P there, and import it. The first one, yeah, the enable actor, not the game client, is equal to players.getLocal. So keep it more readable. So you can change this players.getLocal just by typing in player. I'm gonna do that here too. So if it contains player, we want to bank. If we are not in a bank, we want to walk to the bank. So if the inventory is full and we are in the bank, we're gonna bank. If not, we want to walk to the bank. I would suggest to use paths for this, but the trainer is pretty close to the bank, so I'm just gonna use walking to a tile. This is going to movement dot walk tile. Right, just walk to a tile at the minimap, and which tile? I'm just gonna say bank area dot get central tile. Basically what this does is getting the central tile of the square you created, probably somewhere there, and it's gonna walk to there. So I'm gonna put some time dot sleep, so it doesn't spam click the mini map all the time if you're walking to there. So yeah, that's basically it. So what if we are chopping? We have to check if we're at the willows or if the bank. So it's gonna chop also. It's gonna try to chop willows from out the bank. We don't want it. It's probably gonna work because it's going to walk to them or trying to rotate the camera to them. But you're just gonna check it because it can. As you can see, wait, I'm just gonna show you. The distance between the bank and the willows isn't really far, so the camera can change and click right chop down willow from here. But if you're using a greater distance, it's not gonna work, or the area is not going to be loaded and it's going to walk to the wrong direction and stuff. So you're gonna check if the willow area dot contains the player. Then we want to chop, else we have to walk to there. So I'm just gonna copy paste this. Oh, sorry. And this is going to be willow area. As you can see, it's starting to get unreadable. It's hard to track which if is which this stuff. So I'm gonna clean up a bit to make the basic loop pretty simple. So I'm gonna create a void shop. Void basically is just a method who executes the code, but beneath it doesn't return any value. So this is gonna return this. No, this should be in there too, just to make it more efficient. So I'm just copy paste it and put it in there. Player is equal to players.getLocal, of course, right there. So we can delete this and just put shop in there to keep it more readable. And you can see, just gonna willow area, it's gonna chop, just halt all this code. I'm gonna do it a walking method. I'm gonna do a void walk area method. I'm gonna pass in the area we want to walk to. Area So I'm gonna copy paste this code fast and change this to area. So now we can do, instead of using this code, to walk area, and we pass in at the bank. We want to walk to the bank. Here we want to walk to the willows. So you can see it's just easy. If we're in the willow area, chop, else we're gonna walk to the willow area. If the inventory is full, and if we're in the bank, you're gonna bank, else you're gonna we're gonna chop. So let's make a bank method. I'm just gonna create a new void for this. New void, just void bank. So I'm gonna put in bank right here. Walk to bank if we're not in the bank, and walk to area. Walk to willows. Shop. But I didn't told you about the return. If you can see, the public execute, which is the loop, is an integer. It's gonna return a value. So it's just gonna be 0 or something else. There's a sleep time between each cycle. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put it let's say it on 0. So let's make the bank. So if we're full, we want to bank, but I'm gonna put out the players. So as you can see, we have already eggs. Some people are not equipping their eggs. If your attack isn't high enough to wear rune axes, so it's right there. We don't want to bang this one, so we have to make something. You should get the idea of it. So it's 1359. Just gonna make some array of the integer axes. It's equal to 1359, I guess. 1359, yes. This just holds all the x IDs. So then we can do bank. So we're already in the bank. So if the bank contains the player, we're gonna bank. We're gonna check if the bank is open. If the bank is open, we want to deposit all stuff except the egg. So it's going to bank.deposit all except right there. And you can put them some ints, and we're gonna do axes. And after that, I'm gonna give some sleep time, just not spam clicking the inventory to deposit. But if the bank isn't open, we're just going to do bank.open. Like that. So basically, I think we made some basic script right here. We got a chopping method, which is right here. Got a walking method to the area central tile, and a banking method. Just gonna extract again. Export to jar file. Next, finish. Yep, there we go. Just gonna put out the IDs again. Just gonna drop 1, 2 willows. Reload the scripts. Start. Choose your account. Pick your script and start it. As you can see, it's clicking the tree, not spam clicking, which is great. Now it's just waiting till the animation gets -1 or inventory is full. So it gets inventory is full. Oh, we're not at the bank. Let's walk to the bank. Oh, we're at the bank. Open the bank. Deposit all the willows, but not the eggs. And then it sees, oh, the inventory is not full, but we're not at the willows, so we have to walk to the willows. That's some glitchy shit right there. You should just do some more sleep time about that, or check if the player is moving. So as the player is moving, we don't want to click the tree again, just wait till it's standing still or chopping already. As you can see, it does work. It's very simple, not really hard to make. but it requires some basic Java knowledge. If you don't have that, you can always check my videos at my YouTube channel. They will start you doing some basic stuff and maybe script at the end. So don't forget to register ExcoBot, be with the awesome community, and yeah, post your experience. Let know what you think of it. Leave some feedback. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy potting.